Hello, this is Harvey Claremont, or Dr. C. I just wanted to do the second show now in the five-part series on senior sweat. I hope that we can get each one of you a little bit of sweat at home as well. So we want to get into it. Remember the first show. The first show I mentioned that we do three different things. We want balance. It's especially important for the elderly. We're going to do some stretching. That's the second part. The third part is strengthening. For this particular show, we're going to do balance. Why first? Because it's the most important of all of those things. What do you need for balance? You need decent vision. Now, some of you, I know, don't have perfect vision. I don't have perfect vision. Very few people, once we get up in age, have perfect vision. No problem. As long as you have some vision, you'll be able to do these things. So you need vision, number one. Number two, you need a good inner ear function. Why inner ear? That's the balance center. The balance on the inner ear, in the inner ear. The third thing you need is you need the coordination. That comes about from all the little nerve endings that are in your body, that are in the muscles, the skin, tells you where you are in relationship to everything in your environment. All those little nerve endings do deteriorate as we get older. So how much of your balance is due to vision? How much is due to inner ear problems? How much is due to a lack of a lot of the nerve endings in the body? That's something you need to determine for yourself. But we're going to go through a series of different exercises and tests, because this is how we test the exercise, test the balance. We're going to go through a series of tests, and you can do that yourself at home. What you need is a trusty chair without arms. Without arms. You need to have your shoes off. And I'll point out why. You need to have your shoes off. Comfortable clothing. You want to do it and not wear anything? That's fine. Can't get more comfortable than that. But comfortable clothing. And you need your water. Remember, you're going to sweat. Even though you don't think you're sweating, you're sweating. You need to fulfill your body needs. Okay, let's get on with some of the simple balance exercises. The only one that they actually do in the doctor's office is what they call a Romberg test. Your hands go down, palms facing forward, good posture, shoulders down, shoulder blades back, and looking straight ahead. And now you're going to test one of those three components of balance. Vision. Now you're going to close your eyes. And then you're going to keep them closed for about 5 breaths. Just keep them closed. You can always hold on to the chair if you have to. That's why you have the chair there. You don't necessarily have to take the hand off to do this. And then open your eyes. That's the best simple balance test. Now we're going to go on. You're going to take first the right foot and you're going to put it about 6 inches in front of the left. You can hold on if you have to. You don't have to close your eyes for this one. You can put your hands across your chest if you can, or have your hands out to the sides, or you can just hold on with one hand. You'll feel just a little off balance compared to the 2 feet on the sides. And you hold it for 5 breaths. The third part, you're going to continue, take that right foot, and you're going to go heel to toe with the left foot. And again, Arms either to the sides, across the body. Whoa, see, I got a little bit of tipsy there. And I didn't have anything to drink either. And hold it for 5 breaths. And down. So those basic 3 steps, here, 6 inches in front, heel to toe. Those are the first steps to test your balance. If you can do those without getting too tipsy and without having to grab on, you can go to the next series of balance exercises. What do we do with the next series? Very simple. We just continue, and you can just walk. Maybe take about 3 steps. 1, 2, 3, and then go back. 1, 2, 3. Heel to toe, going forward, going back. Then if you really want to go ahead, you can do what they call the side steps. In other words, you can either hold on over to the sides with the arms, across with the hands, and then you take your right foot, cross, left foot, cross, right foot, cross, and then go back, crossing. So those next 2 are sort of the second tier balance testing. Third tier balance testing, you would be lifting a leg. And so I would lift, for example, my right leg. And just lift it. And if you wanted to now, you can test by closing your eyes. Take the vision away. And you may get a little more tipsy when you take one of those parameters away. Incidentally, you can also test the hearing, the inner ear. How? Keep that leg up, turn your head to the left, and then nod. Turn your head to the right, nod. Turn your head to the left, nod. Turn your head to the right, nod. And down. We don't have any specific test for the nerve endings in the legs, but you can see that if you take away one, the vision, maybe confuse the balance in the inner ear, you've taken 2 things that you've already wanted to check. So those are the basic start of the balance. What can we do to strengthen and stretch our muscles? Well, we're going to do it seated. We don't have to do it seated, but we're going to do it seated. If you wanted to do something more than just the seated type, we could do a program without the chair. But for now, all of our programs are going to be with the chair. Okay. First of all, we need to do the legs. The legs are the most important part of the body when we're doing the balance strengthening and stretching. What you're going to do, starting with the right leg, we're going to bring the foot out, touch your toe, bring it back. Now, you're going to do 10 fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's good. Now we're going to continue with the right leg. Out with the leg. This time you're going to touch your heel and then back. 10 fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Still with the right leg. You're going to lift that leg, bring it over to the side, put it down, lift, put it back. We're going to do 5 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now Still with the right leg. Out with the leg. You're going to point your toes. And then flex. Point. Flex. Point. Flex. Point and flex. Now we're going to toe in. Toe out. Toe in. Toe out. Toe in. Toe out. Toe in and toe out. And down. Why is that important? That's getting all the little muscles around the hip. You need muscles at the hip, especially around the knee and around the foot and ankle. That's why we're going with each one of these different joints. We're not done with the right leg yet. Out with that leg again. You're going to raise that leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and down. Now we're going to raise the leg. Keep it bent. Straighten it. Put it down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have muscles all around each joint. We got to exercise the muscles on the outside part and on the inside part as well. So out with the leg, we go out and cross. Out. Cross 2, 3, 4, and 5, and down. We start out just by doing 5 of each. I want you, as time goes on, and if you're doing these regularly, you up it to 10 instead of 5. So you're doing the top part, back, and the 2 sides. That's what we're looking for. Now we got to do the left leg. Left leg go out, touch your toe, and back. 10 fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to touch the heel and back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to lift the leg out to the side and down. Lift and back. 2, 3, 4, 5, and down. Now that leg is going out. You're going to point your toes and flex. Point and flex. Point and flex. Point and flex. Toe in, toe out, toe in, toe out, toe in, toe out. One more. Toe in and toe out. And back. Again, to get all those muscles up here as well around the hip as we did down in the feet. Also now, we're going to hold on to the sides of the seat. You're going to push yourself up and then back. Push yourself up and then back. Push it up and back. Should do 5 of those if you can. I know a lot of people can't. Don't be concerned if you can't do any of these things. Makes no difference. If you can get some of them done, even some of them, you'll be ahead of the game. Okay, so that's for the legs. We got to get to also, there's more to it than just legs. We also have to exercise the rest of the body as well. Some of these things we did as part of our warm-ups. So if you watch that first part of the show, we did all of the basic warm-ups. This time, however, we started with the legs because the legs are so important with balance. So we need to learn balance and coordination. And so we need to also tighten our belly muscles. We need to get that core strength. How do we tighten the belly? You're going to sit forward on the chair. Hands across the chest. Good posture. You breathe in and slowly breathing out as you go back and touch the back of the chair. Bring it forward and breathe in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. One more, breathing in and breathing out. And back. And hands come down. Also, muscles not only stretch back and forth, they also stretch side to side and also obliquely. Oblique stretches as well. We need to do that as part of our core balancing. First, we need to get what we call the lats, the latissimus dorsi. You'll take your right hand first, put it on the inside of the left thigh, and then keep the elbow bent, switch it back. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now we're going to take the left hand inside of the right leg. 1, twist your body. 2, 3, 4, 5. That's just 5. Normally we would go, if you can do the 5 easily, you go to do 10. We do a lot of repetition, a lot of repetition. In fact, Pilates is a lot of lesser strength, multiple repetitions. But it's a constant movement all the time. Constant. In fact, when Pilates, Jojo Pilates started his movement way back in the 1900 area, he called it contrology, control. Controlled motions constantly with repetition. And he looked for perfection. So you may be doing the same type of exercises week after week, but we have different control over them from time to time. Some days I can exercise no problem. Other days I feel crappy. I don't feel like doing this. Or else it's an ache if I go and do something particular. In other words, things change with your body. So you need to have good control over especially the core muscles in your body. Very good. Okay. We need to also then, besides that, we need to also stretch those core muscles. How do we do that? Number 1, arms straight up, arch your back, pull it in, and then round your back as you go down. Round it down. Back up again. Up and look at the ceiling again. Round your back as you come down. I'm going to do one more. Pull that back in. Breathing in and breathing out. Remember I told you breathing is very, very important. Remember the difference between the two breaths? Breathing in with a yoga breath, you take the biggest breath you can take in. Belly comes out because that diaphragm comes down. And then you slowly release it. A Pilates breath is just a chest breath. Just in the chest. When you take your breath in through your nose, that belly, I don't know if you can see it, it goes in. Breathing in. In goes the belly. Breathing out, we suck it way in. We try to touch that belly button to the back. Let's do one more Pilates breath. It's not as deep. You don't take as big a volume as a yoga breath. But you're also tightening up a lot of the belly muscles, which are part of the lower core. That's what you need to do. The stronger your core, the better your balance. That doesn't give you coordination. We also have to do the other exercises as well, but at least now you can do them with a little better strength. That's the important thing. Okay, very good. Let's go on. Right arm up. We're going to stretch those side muscles. Remember I said muscles do several motions, not just back and forth, but also side to side. And you're going to do 5 of these. Do them nice and slow, stretching as far as you can. Usually when you do 2 or 3, you can do a little better on that third one. And then over you go again. So we did forward and back, side to side. Now we're going to do the twisting. Arms straight out. Follow that right arm all the way back. And then follow it forward. Follow the left all the way back. Follow it forward. Follow the right. And forward. Follow the left. And forward. And down. Now the last one with the twisting of the lower belly, the core, you're going to set your feet out a little to the sides, nice and flat. Arms to the side, right arm comes forward, left arm comes back, and then that right 5th finger is going to touch the left 5th toe. Back up. And now left arm forward. Left 5th finger touches the right 5th toe. And back again. Okay. Once you've got that all stretched out, we're going to continue with those balances. And I'm going to turn again to the side, just like we did at the beginning. You're going to have the chair on the left side to start. Remember I told you all of the basic things that we started with. And we were going to elevate the right leg. Now you can put your arms out or across. You're going to straighten that leg and then bring it back up. Over to the side, straight. Back up. Bring it back. Back up. Gonna just one more time. Bring it forward and up. Side and up and back and up and down. You can hold on for the whole thing. You don't have to worry about falling. Actually doing the physical exercise with that leg. That's the important thing. That's the important thing. If you can perfect and do this particular exercise, which is actually the 3rd tier of testing for balance, if you can do that well, then you can begin the 4th tier. But we're not going to go into that quite yet. 4th tier makes it very soft, makes the surface uneven. Now it's a little more difficult. Now you got to really rely on the core. You need to get strong in the core before you can go and do that type of uneven balancing. Okay. The next type of balance for the third tier, besides side and back, now we're going to lift again. We're going to lift that right leg. Lift that right leg. Arms are going to come out. Arms come up. Foot goes against the inside of the left. The yoga people call this the tree. And you hold it for 5 breaths. And down. One more to do. Again, you're going to lift that right leg. Up it goes. Out with the arms. Bring the arms forward. Right arm under the left. Right hand grabs the left wrist. And down. Down with the shoulders. When you get a little better at it, you're going to take the right leg, come around the back of the left. And then to make the full pose, this is called the eagle pose, you make the eagle beak. Take that front hand and make the beak. And then down. So all 3 of those last ones were all the third tier of balance exercises. Okay. We balanced on the left leg for all these. Now you got to do all those again on the right. So the chair now would go on the right side, and you would go through the whole series that we went through, the whole series that we did on the left side, you're going to do on the right side. Okay. That's the balance exercises. What we're going to do in future shows, we're going to next do some of the stretching. We'll do a whole bunch of stretching, which means we're going to do some more yoga type poses. Yoga uses poses. They don't do like Pilates with multiple little exercises. They use poses, but the poses stretch the joints. They stretch the muscles around the joints. That's what we're going to do the next time. Thank you.